Hey Sagittarius, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be your reading for the second half of May, 15th to the 31st, or whenever you see the video. Please keep in mind these are general readings, okay? They're not going to resonate with everybody. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do offer them via Zoom. You can contact me below to get in touch and set that up. Thank you in advance everybody for hitting the like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like. I appreciate everybody's support. Let's take a look. Sag, what's happening with you guys? Second half of May. What is the message for Sagittarius? What is happening with Sagittarius? Let's see. Second half of May. Whoops. Okay, Knight of Swords. I don't always read reversals, guys, but it did flip out in reverse. Let's see. The Strength card. Okay. There is a little bit of, I see the Five of Swords. I see where that Knight of Swords, to me intuitively in reverse. Okay. Sometimes we feel like giving up. You can't give up here, Sag. Sometimes you feel like you've lost the battle there, the Five of Swords. But realize here that the movement is forward, okay? We're always moving forward. It's about building your strength along the path. It's about staying strong through the path. It's kind of like, I'll give you this analogy. When you first start working out at a gym and you do a week and you're like, forget it. I'm not doing this. This is too hard. I lose the battle. I don't like this. I don't feel good. I'm sore. My muscles are burning. But what you don't realize is that the more you work out, you're actually gaining the strength that you need in order to move forward and grow your practice of your fitness and your well-being. So it's like rehabilitation. Maybe some of you are going through some physio, some rehabilitation. There could be something there about like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. I just, you feel like, forget it. I'm not gonna, walk in a sense. Hopefully that's not the case, but it's like, it's about staying strong, staying the course, because you gain strength. You gain, what's the word I'm feeling here? It's strategy. You sort of gain a sense of strategizing the solutions and the things that need to keep you moving forward. I feel like with that, there's a Five of Swords there, and it's like, you also don't always know the other side of the battle that you're facing, right? When we're in let's say it's a conflictual situation, we don't know what the other side of that is being disarmed or maybe weakened, or maybe, maybe they're not growing as strong. Maybe they're surrendering. Maybe they're going to give up. Okay. So if you're in some kind of conflict, if it's something that you feel that maybe it's a legal situation or something, it's like, we don't always know the other side either. And maybe that's where there could be like a release or some kind of relief for you. So try not to give up at this time. Try to know that as you move forward in your path in this, there is a bit of a difficult time for you. Not going to lie there. Five of Swords, Strength card. But you are gaining a sense of strength and through that practice or through that path that you're on. Let's see here. Is there any other healing advice around that? Let's just see for you guys. Healing advice around that for strength, courage. The Seven of Cups. Okay. This could be about opening up a lot of opportunities or possibilities for you, but it's kind of saying that can be a card of overwhelm. Try not to get overwhelmed. What I would say is stay very clear on the sort of the topic on hand or the mission, the goal that you have in mind here. Stay very like laser focused, because sometimes with that card, we're focusing on the wrong thing. Or again, we're overwhelmed. We're focusing on the fact that we're going to fail. We're going to fail at the gym. I'm not going to be able to do this. I can't lift any more weights. But it's like, focus on the fact that this is a long-term stretch. This is something that slowly but surely your body is getting stronger. You're repairing, you're healing. It opens up a lot of opportunities for you. Eventually you can do a lot more than what you can maybe be doing now. So there's a lot of choices, a lot of decisions. Focus. What's real, what's not, what's important, what's not. Where is your focus? Okay, That could be that Knight of Swords in reverse. You know, we're taking action but running into nothing, or running around getting nothing done. Okay, I feel like the Knight of Swords can be hasty, but it's kind of like that works when you're quick moving. It works when you have a target, when you have a focus, when you know where you're going, what you're doing. Otherwise, you could be running around getting nothing done. Being overwhelmed, being led by your emotions. Strength, sorry, I was going to say strength. You got the Emperor here. Another very strong energy, Aries energy. What's going on with the Emperor? Tell me about this Emperor energy around the Emperor. Okay. Well, there's a bit of a burdened here energy. 10 of Wands. 6 of Cups. Why the 6 of Cups? I don't get this. Why the 6 of Cups? The Temperance. That's your energy, Sag. Okay. Patience. Okay. The Emperor with the Temperance. Okay, it's clarified with the Six of Cups, clarified by the Temperance. The 10 of Wands, okay? You can't, you know, like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Things take time, Sagittarius. The Emperor, you could be taking on so much to advance, to grow, to build. You know, it's kind of like we're actually taking on a lot of heavy energy here, when really it could be a lot more fun with that 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups also talks about joy and the enjoyment, the fun. Along with the Temperance, it's like enjoy the process, enjoy the flow, go with the flow, have patience. Don't kill yourself in the process. Try to heal yourself in the process. Try to do this process through a healing approach versus like, let me get it all done yesterday and then I have a, you know, a heaviness here that I've got to contend with. I need a little more. What is this energy for Sagittarius? What is this about? What is this about? What's the theme or the energy around this? The 9 of Cups. Okay. So it's like you really want to find like your happiness, your wish fulfillment, and we could be running around doing a lot of things. You know, some people, it's interesting. I know people who, let's say they start a business, okay? And they're like, oh my God, this is the best thing that I want to do. This is something that I'm very passionate about. This is something that I'm 9 of Cups. That's my wish fulfillment. We really want to do. But then we get there and we realize that there's a 10 of Wands attached to that. So what you thought you were going to make you happy is actually creating a lot of heavy energy for you. What you thought was going to, it's like, I'm going to accomplish, I'm going to do all this. And I know people who have that and then they arrive and they have their business and they're like, holy cow, I don't want to be working every single day. This business is killing me. It's now I'm stuck to my business. Now I have no more joy in my life. Now I'm losing my own health. Now, you know, there's kind of like this thing of like, now what? You know, we've got it. We got all the bells and whistles. We have our business, and now it's like, I thought that was going to make me happy. It's like everything in life. We always think the next best thing is going to make us happy. We then arrive, we get it, and then we're like, we're not happy again. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time before we start feeling like lack again, or loss, or unhappy, or we need something else, and we need more drug, right? We need that dopamine in life. So you could be sort of taking on a lot. That Emperor could be sort of like putting a lot of expectation on yourself, thinking that this is what's going to make me happy. It's like, how many times, if you just look back, I could give 101 examples of that person's going to make me happy. If I could only find a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a wife, that'll be happy. Then you get that person, you're like, oh my God, I'm miserable. This is brutal, or this is taking up a lot of my time, or this is a lot of work. You know, there could be a lot of things in life here where I think it's also letting you reflect on your past. Where in life did you kind of push yourself to the limit or rush yourself or take on too much to try to come across as accomplished, to be successful? And then you realize yes, there is a level of happiness there. Yes, you got something out of this that was good, but it also didn't come without its fair share of burdens or heaviness or responsibilities. It's like, it's not the end all be all is kind of where I feel like this, where it's kind of like temperance is saying, go with the flow, allow things to come and go, allow things to happen, realize that what makes you happy today may not make you happy next year. Okay, again, there's things in life. I used to love playing with Lego. That doesn't make me happy anymore. I grew out of that as a kid. It actually would annoy me now if I was playing with it. So it's like, you're always changing, you're always growing, there's always something else and to sort of allow yourself a little bit of like the flow of life rather than I have to take all this on at once. Okay, if I could only get this, that, the other, I'll be happy. If only I could arrive there, I'll be happy. Once I get that partner, once I get that car, once I get that business, once I get that house, I'll be happy. And then you realize that it never ends. It's a never-ending cycle. Otherwise, we'd all be happy, right? If we all knew what made us all happy, we'd all be happy. And we are. I'm not saying you're not happy here, because you do have a lot of happiness, but it's about being okay with the flow, being okay in the present, not overburdening yourself. There's the marriage with the house and the kids. 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Knight of Cups. Okay, so we could be turning course here or changing topics about your love life, about stability, about, you do have a lot here that I would say to be grateful for, Sagittarius. There is a lot of love here, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, Knight of Cups. So there could be something here that is building. I feel like there's a little bit of excitement here, being emotions kind of climbing upwards. What is this? Let me see here, because this feels like the perfect picture. 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups. This feels quite perfect to me. This feels like all the joy, the love, the contentment, the stability in your home life, in your relationship life. You're still excited about something. What's going on here? Why did these 3 cups come, or three cups? Why did these 3 cards come out? What is all of this energy about? Clarify the 3. The Devil. Okay, interesting. The Devil is about attachment. It's also saying here that, don't get too comfortable. I don't want to sound like I'm raining on people's parades here, but basically it's like, what happens here, Sagittarius, when something gets pulled out of your life? Okay, what happens when the perfect job, the perfect partner, what you think is to be so good? Because the Devil can kind of, not kibosh, it's the attachments to something here that everything is so good. Everything is perfect. It looks really good to me here. 4 of Wands, stability. But there could be a cost to that if you're too attached to this perfect little situation. Again, I was saying earlier that there's kind of like that overachiever energy and achieving and getting to where you want, to then realize like, hey, yes, there's a happiness here, there's an arrival, but then there's also things that I've changed, or it's caused other problems, or it hasn't made life perfect for you. Why is the Devil here? This could be Capricorn. Now, unless there is somebody here who is madly in love with and can't do without their partner who's a Capricorn, it feels very like wonderful. So let me just throw that in there to kind of soften the I don't like that energy, but at the same time, it can be very lusty and loving, and there could be a very strong sexual attraction. There could be a very, very emotionally fulfilling, stable, loving. You've totally got this strong passion for a Capricorn specifically. Tell me about the devil here. But I just feel like it's kind of like, this is like Buddhism meditation, where it's like you have everything that you feel is happy for you, and now that could be pulled. Are you still at peace? Are you still happy? Are you still feeling love and joy and good things in your life if something changes? Because the devil it's like that addiction, right? It's like we're good when we have it. What about when we don't? The sun, yes, see? The happiest card of the deck. So I think there's a thing here. You've got a lot of Leo energy as well, Sagittarius, and some Aries here. That is literally what I was just saying. The devil is testing your happiness, Leo. You are being tested for what truly makes you happy. You are being sort of shown that, yes, external things in life make us happy. We're human. We like external things. We like external stimulation, people, materialism, whatever that is. Whatever makes you happy, awesome. But it also can come at a cost. And it can also test you if something suddenly changes. And a relationship is a really good thing, where some people are completely, taken out if somebody decides to move on or the relationship doesn't work out. I'm not saying that's the case, because I ultimately feel here that you have a very, very happy outcome. You have probably a very good, healthy, stable relationship. But it's like, the devil, it's like addicted to the sun, addicted to it's almost like a unhealthy optimism, unhealthy or attached to like those people that are just like, everything is always perfectly in my world. It's only happy. I don't see anything else. And it's like, well, wait until life shows you something, because it can and it will sooner or later. So we can get attached even to the idea of like everything being so perfect and blissful. And that's great, but how do we cope and handle? And it really is going to test you. It's like, if any of you, a lot of you know my channel, a lot of you know the background of my healing journey, but it's just like, I was rocking and rolling in my 30s, healthy, had lots of money, investments, I had lots of friends, social life was booming. And then boom, hospitalization, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, my whole world changed. And it was a big testament of like, can I still be at peace? Can I stay happy? Can I find gratitude? Everything I thought I wanted was totally like pulled. And I was probably overly optimistic, maybe at times, like indestructible, like I'm never going to get affected. I'm only going to be making money and living a good life and having an amazing social life and relationships. And then boom, illness sets in and it totally changes your life. Okay, so one of the things that I learned through Buddhism and the meditation that I was going through at the time, which was perfect timing, because it was like, I still have to find peace within myself. I still have to feel happy lying in a hospital bed, getting a blood transfusion and knowing that my body is completely failing at this point. It's a bit of a drastic example, but it's a true testament to say, we're pulling your job. We're pulling your house. You're going to have to move. You have to sell your investments to live, because I couldn't work. And I was like, that's all of that. What I realized, all of the money that I had or all of the investments or the prestige or whatever, it does not solve my illness. I had to cure myself. I had to heal my own ailments. I had to heal the illness that was within, which I did. Knock on wood, everything is good. But it's kind of like, life will test you, Sag, at this time maybe, to embrace, be grateful, be happy, enjoy the good things while they're here, but also realize that at any given moment, sometimes life can do a real 180 on you and throw a few mixers in there to really see and test, how able are you to still feel happy. So it's interesting. I love this energy. I think a lot of you are in a very good place. I think a lot of you are in a very loving, it's almost like a couple that they still chase each other. They still leave little love notes, 20 years later, there's still like a love note under the coffee cup. There's still this really loving stability, fulfilling life. And I was, again, clarifying, how happy are you? when something changes and then the happy card comes out to confirm, to clarify the devil. Okay, let's see. It's hot energy though. You know, that's the thing. It's very hot. The devil and the sun. That is like high temperature, hot energy, passion. A lot of Leo energy there. You've got Leo, Capricorn, yourselves, Aries, and more Leo. That's the main signs. Okay. King of Swords. All right. Let's do your Oracle of the Birds message. Let's see how this relates. I just want to make sure you guys understand something here. I'm not trying to say, hey, wait for the bomb to drop here in your life. But at the same time, yes, you probably should, because we're here to learn lessons. We're here to be challenged, to be tested. Not everything is perfect forever. And it's those who really don't live in the illusion that everything is just going to be perfect and nothing will ever challenge you in life. To be mentally or emotionally prepared in a way that things can change. And it's really going to test your happiness, because it's not from the external material things. They're short-lived. It really does come from within, no matter what circumstances take place in your life, no matter what life throws at you. Because some of you, again, it goes back to the beginning of your reading here, Sag, where you might feel like giving up. And it's saying, do not. You keep moving forward. You keep getting stronger as you go through that little battle, Five of Swords. It's going to open up other opportunities, other options, other people, other decisions for you to get you even stronger. Okay. The Nest. Safety and security. Give space to your desires and your visions. You are protected and looked after. Give space. That's interesting. To your desires. So it's taking a break maybe from those wish fulfillments, those things that we're so attached to. Nest. Where are you? Looking at the nest. Hidden wishes come back into your awareness. Ask yourself, do you give yourself enough protection, safety, and security? Are you ready to guard your own being? Do you allow yourself the opportunity to grow in your own timing and to give yourself the necessary love and security, even belatedly? How do you design your nest? There are all kinds of architecture. Have you already chosen the type and the shape suitable for you? Do you love being close to the earth, maybe even the rare form of a hole in the ground? Or do you prefer to build in lofty heights, perhaps even on rocky outcrops? Do you favor staying in a colony, or do you prefer a single site? What materials do you favor? Allow yourself full self-expression and choose the form that is best for you so that you can mature in your own time with the protection of your nest. More meanings. Joyful situations are in the offing. Happy coincidences are on the horizon. I would have to agree there. Bird's nest with eggs is a legacy will be bequeathed to you, or you will be blessed with children. Empty bird's nest, a new phase of life begins. Bird's nest on the roof, protection for the house, and your plan or project is successful. So there is something here, guys, because you have that 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. That's very much happy home, happy life. There could be some empty nesters out there. There could be people who... there's a lot of protection around that. And I feel like that's the thing with the devil. It's like, protect yourself, be prepared. Preparedness is the key to a situation that could potentially happen. You never know. Your affirmation, Sagittarius: I provide for myself the protection, safety, and security I need for my growth. I am ready for myself, for my personal love and security. All right. Sagittarius, that is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, comments, and subscriptions. I appreciate the support. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you soon. Take care.